Welcome, Librans. Okay, all right. Okay, Librans. A lot of you Librans are trying to find balance to deal with your kids. A lot of you Librans who are mothers or dealing with issues with your kids. Okay, especially a lot of you Librans who have kids that is a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpion. I see that that child could be having a baby, delivering a baby. So you have to be supporting this Cancer child because they're delivering twins. Okay, so that is going to be happening. I see a lot of you Librans are trying to balance out a situation that has to do with a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpion person. It's not showing up, but it is as if it's a child or a person, a child or a relationship that you're in. This is the energy of Temperance. Temperance has to do with a Virgo and a Sagittarian. It's now recognizing what you Librans have done to a Scorpion person. This is also going to be coming out in this week, and they're now going to be recognizing that you Librans have something to do with the missing in of a Scorpion person, and they're going to be recognizing. So Librans, it is not looking good. Librans that is dealing with Scorpion, I see heartbreak. So I see that they are now going to be finding out that a Libran, you Librans that was in a relationship with a Scorpion, is aware of where the Scorpion is, and you Librans was the one who copied and stole documentation and gave this documentation to other people of the Scorpion, and they're now going to be recognizing what you Librans have done. Librans from another country, I see regrets. A lot of you Librans from another country are regretting. I see heartbreaks for a Scorpion because a Scorpion is now going to be finding out that their information was used and that you Librans had something to do with it. And I see a whole lot of problems and sadness that is going to be transparent. So a lot of you Librans are going to be dealing with a whole lot of issue. They're going to be now resolving a situation because they recognize what a Taurus woman has done, how much money a Taurus woman has took, and they're now going to be resolving a situation. So in this week, justice is here, and justice is coming down on a Libran man. A Libran man is in a whole lot of problem, hardship for a Libran man. They recognize the collaboration of a Libran man, and that is a Libran man and Aquarian man is now going to be gaining a lot of knowledge that a Libran man and Aquarian man was collaborating and was creating some sort of a problematic situation. People now gain knowledge. Monday, Tuesday is going to go fast. Wednesday, Thursday, justice is coming down on you Libran men who have created problems and was given data and information. They now recognize that a Pisces woman and a Cancer woman, data and information, you Libran men have used it, and this is going to be affecting because there's corruption in civil servant, and they're going to be recognizing that Librans and Aquarians, and it doesn't have to be Aquarians, but it is definitely a corrupt Libran. If you are corrupt and you work in civil servants, you are going to be caught, and they are going to be delivering to you that they recognize that you Libran that works in civil service and copy documentation of a Capricorn person and their parents' information and used it, and they're going to be recognizing that you Librans were aware and were behind that an Aquarian and you Librans copy documentation and information of a Capricorn person and their family. So if you recognize, they're now going to be recognizing that you Libran men had helped a Taurus woman and a Taurus woman to or your Taurus wife or your Leo wife. They already now recognize that you Libran men and an Aquarian and Libran men have something to do with documentation and information being copied and changed and used, and they're going to be recognizing that you Libran men have something to do with it. So success, where is the success? Who will acquire the success. If you're delivering a child, you'll have success. If you are giving up the information of where a Scorpion person is, you will have success. Otherwise, a lot of you Librans will be in problems. Mothers, grandparents, it is a good week. So if you're a mother or a grandparent, it is a good week. Now, good news for a Capricorn person, because a Capricorn person recognize what you Librans have done. A Capricorn person gain knowledge of what you Librans have done. So if you are married to a Capricorn person or work with a Capricorn person, this person will help you to resolve a situation. But this situation is that this person recognize that you did something, and this Capricorn person is like, you know, I don't get me involved, okay? This person, it's like this person disconnect themselves from you, because this person recognized that it is better. So I see they're going to be finding out that you Librans was behind giving a Taurus person some sort of a documentation that was for a Capricorn person, and they're going to be recognizing that you Librans was behind this, okay? So, you know, good news for a Capricorn person. Good news for a Capricorn person. They now recognize how much money a Sagittarian person have took. They're now gaining a lot of information, and is recognizing how much money a Sagittarian person took from a family. So they recognize that, and a lot of you Librans, that your wife is a Leo, or if it's not your wife, they're going to be recognized as some of you Librans, a wife or a woman that was and a Sagittarian woman. They're going to be recognizing a Sagittarian woman, and their family is in a lot of problems. This is a 9 of Wands, the moon. So they're now going to be recognizing that a Sagittarian woman and her family profited and have gained a lot of money. There is something that is going on. Yeah. And they're going to be recognizing that with communication with a Virgo, and that is it. They're going to be recognizing a Virgo who is married to a Sagittarian or vice versa, or they're now going to be gaining a lot of knowledge. And here is a situation, because you Librans that is married to a Leo woman or is in some sort of a relationship with a Leo woman, use the documentation and information of a Capricorn person in order to help a Taurus to get some sort of a new start. And I see they're going to be finding out what you Librans have done. You Libran men are in serious trouble, especially Libran men, because you Libran men work together with a Sagittarian to get some sort of a documentation, and gave a Leo person a whole lot of money using a Capricorn person data and information, and they're going to be finding out, because now a Capricorn is now recognizing, and a new start is going to come for a Capricorn, because the law now recognized that you Libran men were lying and was using and helping a Taurus to get some sort of a new start. And they're going to be resolving the situation, because communication with a Sagittarian and you Leos with a Virgo, they're now recognizing that you Leo men were lying. They have been onto you Librans, for a very long time, and recognizing that you Libran men, and especially Libran men that is from another country, they're going to be recognizing that you have somehow smuggled yourself in some sort of an international corporation, or where you could access people details and information. It was profiting from giving your friends a lot of money, and they're now going to be recognizing that you Libran men use a Capricorn woman data and information in order to give a Taurus woman and to get a Leo in a country. And they're now going to be recognizing how far you people have done. Jesus Christ, I mean, really effing sick. Wow. The woman have nothing to do with you people. You know, you people, they're now finding out what a Cancer has done. The law came down on a Cancer. A Gemini now recognize what a Cancer have done. The law stand up in this week over you Libran, and especially Libran men, you're in serious problem. A lot of you Libran men are in serious problem because they recognize that a Cancer was the one who was using the documentation and information of a Capricorn person's mother data and information, and they now recognize that a Cancer gave a Taurus person a copy of this documentation and information, and they recognize that you Libran men was helping this Taurus person to give them some sort of a new start. And this is a really criminal offense, and a lot of people are now going to be recognizing that you Libran men and your Leo wife is a criminal. Then they are now going to be recognizing the energy of the sun is showing up lies and deceptiveness of you Librans. They are now gaining understanding and now recognizing this is twice the energy of the sun, and twice the energy of the sun is that they're showing up the truth about a Gemini. They're showing up the truth about the Gemini and a Cancer. A Gemini and a Cancer is going to try to resolve a situation so a child will return home. A child is now going to be gaining some information from a Gemini and a Cancer and recognize what you Librans have done. Then this information, this is the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Swords is showing up some sort of a fraud and deceptiveness that you Libran have created. Now, this thing is like they're now recognizing that you Libran men and corruption. They're now going to be really recognizing that there is corruption. A whole lot of corruption, and they're going to be recognizing how corrupt you Libran men are. And I see that a Gemini person, but this is going to be overcoming you Libran men, and is going to be giving up you Libran men, because a Gemini person just recognized that you Librans have, have been is very corrupt. And I see this Gemini is just going to be recognizing Jesus. This is real deep corruption. And I don't want to be, there is, this is really corruption. So I see a Gemini is now going to be, successfully overcoming you Librans. The Gemini is going to be showing up that you Librans are, and that's it, because you Librans and Geminis are good together, but I don't know, this Gemini is going to be just showing you Librans up, and you Geminis and Librans are really in, and they're going to be recognizing, because someone was trying to use a Capricorn data and information. They gave a Capricorn woman data and information, because now truth is being revealed. And if you recognize this energy Librans, because a lot of you Librans seems to be caught up in problems. And you see, the thing about it with you Librans, you're very nice people, but you lose somehow, and I can't understand, because you carry the scale and the balance. And this is a situation where karmatic balance is happening for, this is really a week of karmatic balance. And there's so many ways you see balance in this week. You are balancing your karmas Libran in this week. Now, there is balance. This week is a week of balance. And it's a week of balance with sisters, brothers, and families issue. But it's a week of balance with your emotion also. And what they're not recognizing, Librans, is that you need to balance your karma. And this is like a huge karmatic justice, because they're going to be recognizing that you Librans, because heartbreaks for you Librans, because especially Librans that is in relationship with a Scorpion, they're going to be recognizing that you Librans had done something against a Scorpion. Data and information is going to be coming out, and Librans from another country, Librans who are immigrants, are going to be caught, and they're going to be shutting it down. And they are now going to be recognizing and giving back the data and information to a Capricorn person, because they're recognizing that a Cancer, you Librans gave a Cancer the information of a Capricorn person, and they recognize that you Librans were behind this. Libran men, you're in serious problems if you are a cover-up civil servants, because the government is going to be coming down so hard on you. The energy in a reading with justice is, again, government, and especially corrupt civil servants. Here is hardship for you corrupt civil servants, because they were unto you corrupt civil servants. They recognized that something was out of balance, and they now recognize that you corrupt civil servants was the one who gave a Cancer data and information of a Capricorn person, and they're now recognizing that you corrupt civil servant was behind accessing documentation information, and was giving people these information and getting them in countries, and they were paying you. So it's all coming out. Good news for a Capricorn person, because justice, they recognize what a corporation have done to this person, and they recognize that a Cancer and a Leo was creating, and here they were trying to give a Cancer person. They recognize that you Librans was trying to give a Cancer person a new start by using documentation and information of a Capricorn person. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the cards doesn't lie. So now they're gaining a whole lot of knowledge and recognizing that a Sagittarian person is behind this, and a Sagittarian person has accumulated a lot of money. Your mother's Libran accumulated a lot of money under false pretend by using a Capricorn woman information. Now Librans, this is your house, and this is twice the energy of the sun. And they're now going to be gaining knowledge and recognizing that a Cancer and a Gemini, what they have done. And they are going to be recognizing that you Librans have helped a Cancer and a Gemini to get some sort of a new start. Heartbreaks, because a Scorpion is now going to be recognizing that you Librans was the one who copied their data and information. I see regrets for the Scorpion. The Scorpion is now recognizing that you Librans are really disturbed, and that is a disturbed situation. So I see Venus in Scorpion. They're going to be protecting a Scorpion person. They recognize that you Libran was the one who gave a Scorpion person identity to a Leo and a Gemini and a Cancer, because now they're gaining a whole lot of knowledge and recognize the fraud, what was happening. A lot of you Libran men are going to be in a whole lot of problem. They're going to be recognizing that you Libran men access data and information and was changing of people identity and information, and you Libran men are going to be called for digital fraud. But it's not only digital fraud. This is like creating a messed up situation, because they now recognize that data and information that a Cancer has is for a Capricorn person, and they recognize that you Libran men were the one who gave it to a Cancer person. So they're going to be recognizing that you Libran men is quite connected with some sort of an international fraud with smuggling of illegal aliens, and they're going to be recognizing what you Librans have done. So truths are now going to be revealed, and they're now going to be recognizing, because I see that a Cancer was hoping for some sort of a new start. It is not going to be happening. This Cancer was looking for some sort of a rebirth and was pleasure seeking. Heartbreaks for you Librans and a Cancer, because they're now going to be recognizing how you Libran and a Cancer had gotten some sort of a new start is by copying other people's documentation and information. The Seven of Swords, they're going to be recognizing that you Libran from another country have defrauded a Scorpion and their family a whole lot. They're now gaining knowledge and recognizing that you Libran, an Aquarian, is now regretting. An Aquarian has a lot of regrets collaborating with you Libran men, because an Aquarian is going to be giving up you Libran men for what you have done. So this Aquarian recognized Jesus you know, you Librans had gone too far and they're now recognizing. So a Capricorn person, some sort of the sun is in Capricorn and is going to gain some sort of a good news, because a Capricorn person recognized what a Taurus was trying to do and was trying to create some sort of a new start for a Gemini, and they shut it down. Okay, so a cycle is going to be over for a Cancer. They now recognize what a Leo woman and her children have done and how much money a Leo woman and her children have accumulated. They're now gaining knowledge, and I see that some sort of a resolution, because they're listening to conversation between a Virgo and a Sagittarian, and is gaining a lot of knowledge. I don't know, but there is no success with some sort of a legal issue for you Librans, because they now gain knowledge and information what you Librans have done. Heartbreaks is here for you Librans, and a Scorpion is now going to be recognizing what you Librans have done to them. The truth is now being revealed, and people recognize that you Librans had given the information of a Capricorn person to a Cancer, and they now gain knowledge that you Librans have do something, corrupt some sort of a documentation or information. They recognize that you Librans gave an Aquarius some sort of a documentation or information. They recognize that you Librans was the one who accessed some sort of a documentation and details of a Capricorn person, and because you know, they're recognizing that a Cancer woman, you Librans gave a Cancer woman some documentation that was not theirs, and you should not have given out this information, because they were not the original person, and they're now going to be recognizing that you Librans were the one, and they're going to be seeing that you Librans have been doing this for a very long time. They're now seeing that an Aquarian person in another country has created a fraud. An Aquarian person has accessed details and information of a Scorpion person, which they should not have done, because they did not have the authority to do so, and they're shutting it down. And, you know, I think you Librans has gone too far, and you know, Librans, you need to understand you carry the scale of balance, and justice is on you Librans, because you created a fraud. Now, it is a situation where you Librans access a whole lot of data and information that you should not have access, okay? And access data and information of a Scorpion and a Pisces, and this is not, they're not going to be recognizing that you Librans have gone too far. And it's a situation where you Librans has the possibility to do it, but you have overgone your boundaries by accessing these details and information. And it was not you, it was not your rights to do this, because they're going to be recognizing that you lied to the people who you asked to access these information, saying that you were someone who you were not. So they're now going to be recognizing a whole lot of secrecy that was going on. And I see justice is not in the positive way for you Libran. Justice is coming down, and it is a week where a lot of you Librans are going to be repaying karmatic justice. Okay, let's break this down. So a Capricorn is going to be successfully overcoming an Aries. They recognize our Aries had gotten some sort of a new start in a corporation institution. They recognize because a Taurus is now going to be recognizing what this Aries have done. Okay, then they're seeing the truth of our Gemini got in a corporation institution. They're recognizing the collaboration. A Taurus is in a whole lot of problem. No good news for a Taurus, but for a Capricorn, yes. A cycle is now going to be over, because they're going to be gaining a lot of knowledge and recognizing what a Cancer have done. Whoever this Cancer is and whatever has been going on, they're going to be gaining knowledge of a Cancer and a Scorpion, and what a Cancer have done to a Scorpion. They're recognizing how much money a Leo woman and her family has took that was not theirs. They're gaining a whole lot of knowledge. Truths and conversation of a Virgo and a Sagittarian is going to be giving up a whole lot of information, and this information is going to be depends on what is going on, how this is going to go out. Truths are being revealed about a situation, and they're now gaining knowledge of a Cancer and our Cancer and you Libran men. And a lot of you Libran men who are married to a Cancer, in a relationship with a Cancer, they're now going to be recognizing what you Libran men and a Cancer have done. Truths are going to be revealed because they're recognizing that an Aquarian person in another country have accessed data and information of a Scorpion which should not have been accessed, and they recognize that you Librans was the one that asked to access this detail and information, and I see they came down very hard on you Librans for accessing other people's data and information that you did not have access to. So an Aquarian or some sort of a civil service, fraud in a civil service, because they're going to be recognizing that a Libran, you Libran men were the one who accessed documentation and information that you had no right to access in the first place. They're now going to be gaining an idea and recognizing that you Libran men had changed information and gave information to a Cancer that it was not a Cancer data and information, and they're going to be recognizing that you Libran men has been manipulating and making a lot of criminal, doing a lot of criminal things using government institution, organization, and accessing details and information that you had no right to do. So I see something that you Libran have done is going to be, they're going to be recognizing how much money you Libran have took, or how much money you Libran and a Sagittarian has accumulated by selling a Cancer person documentation and information, and they are onto you Librans and recognize the really disturbed situation and how you Librans and a Sagittarian was accumulating a lot of money by selling documentation and information. So and Librans whose mother or father is a Sagittarian, they're recognizing how much money you have profit from a dead family, and they're now gaining knowledge. So a lot of you Librans was pleasure seeking, and they're now going to be recognizing, because what is transpiring is that the law is now going to be coming down and is going to be gaining a lot of knowledge, because a Gemini is going to be giving up you Librans. A Gemini recognize that you Librans are really, because this Gemini is heartbroken to find out the depth and what had really transpired. And they're going to be recognizing how much money you Libran men have given to a Aquarian in another country, and how an Aquarian gained a lot of money, and how you Libran men or Librans together with an Aquarian was selling and exchanging data and information, because it's a situation where at the workplace they have been on to you Libran men. I don't know what was going on, and information about a lot of you Librans, and details and information is going to be coming out. So mothers, I see a whole lot of you mothers or was hoping for some sort of a new start, and some sort of a contract, they're going to be recognizing that you Librans were trying to give a Cancer some sort of a contract, and they found out how much money you Librans and your Cancer wife or your Leo wife had accumulated. A Capricorn person is going to get a new start, because they now recognize that you Libran was not being honest, and a lot of you Librans are now recognizing that you made a wrong move. Okay, it is a situation where you Librans recognize, this, what I did, because a Sagittarian and a Virgo is now talking, and they're now gaining a lot of knowledge from a Sagittarian and a Virgo, and recognizing that you Librans have gone too far, and that a situation is now as exposed out of control. The law is now recognizing, because they're now looking at details and information, and the law is now recognizing what a Sagittarian has done, and that a Sagittarian was the one who gave a Gemini or a Taurus some sort of a new start. Heartbreaks is going to be coming up for you Librans. Okay, some sort of heartbreaks for you Librans, because they're now going to be recognizing that you Librans had collaborated with an Aquarian in another country or another place to do something, and gave information of a Cancer and information of a Capricorn person, and you Librans have something to do with it. The offer that you Librans was open to give a Taurus is not going to be happening. No news story for a Cancer. An end is here for a Cancer. They now recognize what a Cancer has done, and that a Cancer is not the original person of some sort of a documentation and information. They recognize that a Cancer was using someone else's data and information. This is a Cancer that traveled from another country using another family information, and they're now gaining a lot of information. For the rest of you, a lot of you are going to be ending some sort of a connection with a Cancer. Outbreaks is here for a Cancer. A cycle is over for a Cancer. They now recognize and gather a whole lot of information and recognize that a Cancer was behind the missing of a Scorpion person, or heartbreaks is going to be coming up, especially for Librans who are in relationship with Scorpion. A Scorpion person is very heartbroken to recognize what people in authority have done, and I see people in authority is going to be protecting a Scorpion person in another country for what has happened and transpired. So I see they're going to be protecting a Capricorn person is going to be protected from you Libran, because they're going to be recognizing what you Librans have done. Gotta go. Namaste.